Thornbridge Manor, the Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
This is a private area. Finished Whitman, private investment. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Whitman, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Please do.
If you'd follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary. And then all this security. I don't like it at all.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that the staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences. It's out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison. Killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. Zachary was shopping for New Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Stop pacing, for God's sake.
It'll be any kind of explanation. It's bloody rude, that's what it is. Making us come here to play funeral and then show up like nothing's the least bit strange?
Well, don't get your knickers all twisted.
I'm telling you, she's not fit to be in charge anymore.
Sorry, sir, can't let you through here. Not happening. Hello, sir.
Can I do anything for you?
Yes, actually, could you...
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Yes, actually, could you speed up time so I don't die from boredom? I fear I may not survive an entire weekend in this shit.
Patrick Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
It's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him, then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it. Maybe that's where it is.
What is?
My lost button. The one you couldn't find.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
How are things coming along inside? Is everything ready for tomorrow?
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
I know I have to, but Amy thinks she might be pregnant. I'm going to be a dad.
Amy is a great lass. You know her.
Making the bed the way she prefers it. It's so unfair. She just described Patrick's dead body and was all
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this...
Dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here.
Thornbridge Manor. My Dr. Gregory came along for nightcap. He'll never admit it. I think he understands that I found this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. If that's all, I have a...
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
Oh, certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by mother's supposed death. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca, they had a long talk. But did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, mother, and his staff, all accompanied him. Anything else I can...
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning. Or perhaps the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy. I'm never was sure of strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe.
You always let my...
Emma Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Gregory Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
You're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle. But who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Rebecca, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitman? I do have a lot to see to.
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Phil, did you find out that the vote was notarized? But how the hell did that happen? Nope, we all signed it. I gave it to him in person. He says he got it notarized the very same day. Right, listen. You go to their office and ask for Cheryl. She's the best they've got. Tell her you want to see the records. Don't take no for an answer. And call me as soon as you've got them. Thanks, Phil. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Rebecca? Yes. She's insistent, that one. She kept asking all kinds of questions. Who had the other one? Why I gave it to her, that sort of thing. You did make sure she didn't see you give the other one to the butler?
Of course.
Listen. I understand that you need to talk to Andrew. Calm down. Yes.
Right.
I got word he's upset on that Carlisle.
I vetted him thoroughly. He's good.
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
No, sir.
Madam Carlyle.
Mr. Whitman, you found proof of what happened to my brother?
No, not yet.
Go and see Fernsby when you do.
Aaron Cole Jr. It doesn't exist. What do you mean it doesn't exist? Right. I'll double check and get back to you.
This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlyle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47. I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Sir.
alone. If we could only unite across time, we could crush them all.
Didn't you say something about the Sheikh before? What was he like? Did you fall?
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse.
What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing? Now this is interesting. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother,
Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murdered.
The plot.
Hello there, sir.
I can't forget his eyes.
He's in charge of the staff.
I need to keep an eye out. Stay on top of things like that. We need to secure the area.
Peculiar icons above the safe. I wonder if they might be some sort of a code. Maybe have a look around the office, 47.
Gotta dig this place. You want to kiss, big boy? Gotta dig this place. Ancestral graveyard, trophy room, and the office sits behind the portrait with a secret mechanism for uncovering it. It's got real soul.
First time here?
Yep.
Yeah, it's impressive, all right.
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
Yeah, hey, bro.
on yet, Alexa Carlyle here. You need to explain
yourself. I demand that you return my call ASAP.
Gross negligence of your responsibilities, and will have consequences for your company and you personally as well. I will make sure of that. My word.
Hello, this is Cassandra Cox, Edward's ex-wife. I don't know what's going on at your house, but Edward is losing it
again. He seems to believe that Alexa has come back from the dead,
and that he has to write the eulogy for some make-believe funeral event. I
still have the restraining order on him, so whoever gets this message now that Alexa is dead
better get him under control.
What the hell?
You can't!
Oh no! You wouldn't shoot a defenseless man, would you? People like you always have.
That's Madame Carlyle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
pleasure.
She just hands up when I try to get an explanation. Not even an apology. I mean, believing our mother dead is not exactly how I'd like to spend the week. I
mean, she really told me. Her son's dead.
Of course you don't. Never done it on Okay, yeah. You realise
with a handsome face like that, I bet you've worked with a lot. Sam, have you ever fallen in love?
He plays
my heart with that
What is it?
She turned up and demanded to meet We're the new heads of the family after all.
Take it easy, man.
Madam Carlyle wants to inspect the arrangements for the stage 3. What's the delay?
It's the birds. Racket droppings everywhere. The Undertaker wants them gone before...
I need to work on my aim. I'll never get rid of those stupid birds.
I hope I die in the autumn. I love autumn funerals.
Madam Carlyle isn't dead, so there is no funeral, if you ask me.
Beautiful service.
Well, I'm siding with the Undertaker on this one. It's wrong pretending to be dead. Some things you don't mess with, not even if you're filthy rich.
Hey.
my back pain.
Why neither should be dented? Who does? The harbours.
Bad news, I'm afraid. People look everywhere.
You've got to be kidding.
No power, no. I'm not sure I've seen it before. You! Stop! Hey! Sir?
It feels like I can't breathe.
Hey, you! That is clearly a disguise. You really think I'm...
He's making a lot of noise. You ought to do something.
He's there! Right in the gun! Full Delta! This is Echo 5! Take off his head!
Oh my god!
What the hell?
What the hell, man? This is pretty fucking serious!
He's not hiding there anymore! Watch out! He's gotta be close by!
Whoa! Please don't kill me!
Come on, can someone help me? Hello? I think something's wrong. What? Something's up. What is it? There's so many dead. Oh, God. Oh, no!
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
What the? Whoa! Holy shit! Hey! I need some backup over here to watch my six!
Gregory, don't say more to that. We're the
Yeah? Must admit, he's pretty good.
Hello, sir. Excuse me, sir.
I do not envy you.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Can't you just for a minute?
They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!